last major Rocket League event at a DreamHack. Torment was the winner there, but we are getting into the game. EnVy versus NRG. Who is going to be coming out of this group ahead? And Torment making an early statement with a nice floppy aerial, slotting that one home.
Oh, he did not take much time at all to really make his presence felt, did he? Very good play from NRG, taking advantage of a very poor kickoff from EnVy, using the gaps available and dropping down to an open net. 7 seconds gone, Gregan, and we already have a goal on the board.
We do indeed. We are on Neo Tokyo, and we are seeing which of these teams can basically take that number 5 seed, as Gibbs mentioned earlier on. As I would say, it's harsh on EnVy that they're 12th seed, but then when you look at the rest of the teams in this DreamHack Open, there's so many strong squads. So it is not over if you're in the top seed. You have got a long way to go.
Ball drops straight down. Greasy can't quite get there either. NRG starting to pile the pressure on. EnVy need to find a way out. Devo with low boost and a bad angle will not help them with that. And now Remco getting bullied. Another shot on target. Greasy is there. EnVy need to wake up. It is NRG that's on a different time zone, boys. You need to start moving around.
Indeed, we saw them this morning, and they're pretty chilled about this whole event. They're used to this environment. They've been playing at the top level for a long time. I mean, Devo made the final against Greasy in Season 2 back in Amsterdam, and then obviously we saw Devo and Remco winning Season 3, so they are used to these big stages, but it has been a little while for them.
Just trying to find a way to sort out their offense. Remco dropping himself down, can't quite get there. Torment makes his presence felt yet again, saving NRG, who have done a great job of recognizing that EnVy were trying to make their way all the way back, and instead of just belting the ball over, they take their time. Fireburner has to try and rotate back. Doesn't get fully caught, and instead, though, EnVy can bounce the ball off the backboard. That is not great from either team. And NRG are safe, although low boost on Devo yet again, and Garrett will take the goal.
Just see Garrett here, he's so familiar with these situations, charging towards the ball. Devo getting slowed down there with that demo, had 0 boost. Garrett waits for him to flip past that ball, making the attempted pre-save, expecting him to shoot straight away. Garrett is patient and scores the goal, and that puts NRG in a very strong position. Now 2 goals up, and EnVy just haven't looked in control of that ball once they hit it.
Devo. Long clear, taking the boost away. Also a shot from Greasy. Is not got on target after Devo did try and make his presence felt on the goalkeeper. I think he's just happy to have some boost for a change after he has struggled to find it in the first 2 minutes. Now Greasy, that backboard yet again. Another clear. Doesn't quite drop straight down. Fireburner was just going to put this straight down to Greasy. There's still EnVy on the offense. The follow-up is not available.
Classic EnVy. Backboard, backboard, backboard.
And it's not like NRG aren't seeing it coming right now. They've got players literally just rotating in and out of that backboard, putting them there rather than the back post. Devo taps it down once. The shot comes in, and it's still not at all dangerous. The shot followed up, and Garrett will make it free. NRG rule Neo Tokyo right now.
You've got to feel sorry for Greasy right here. He is charging back and sees Garrett with all control over the situation. As soon as he sees him jump, he thinks, I have to make a save now, because Garrett is going to get a lot of power on his shot, which he did. 110 kilometers an hour, sends it in towards the net. And that is just a statement from NRG. They are looking strong, not only as a team, despite the addition of Torment, but mechanically, they are excelling on this pitch.
Almost immediately coming off the kickoffs as well. NRG have had the better kickoff strategy out of the two.
No.
Nice attempt there, but because they are able to control the field straight off the kickoff, EnVy have managed to try and make plays with barely any boost each time. It means that they don't really get much offensive opportunity. Remco gets a block. They're going to start mounting a comeback. It needs to start soon. Devo, though, places it straight back down. There were options infield. As EnVy slowly whittling away at the NRG defense. It's finally been cleared, but just needs some sort of explosive power to come from EnVy on their offense. They're taking their time yet again. Good setup. Over to Remco. He's going to go for net, but Garrett, once again, off that backboard. The transition to the other end of the pitch, and NRG, even if they don't score off this, which they might as well, can't tap it down, and Devo will clear the lines. This might be Even with Torment, who is just a stand-in, this might be the best NRG roster I've seen play in a long time.
One thing I wanted to mention is this whole Torment being a defensive player is not a fair comment because he is mechanically talented himself. Let's unlock Torment. Let's not unlock Garrett, let's unlock the whole team. Bringing Torment in here, showing off what he can do as he shoots towards the net. You cannot react to that kind of presence from Torment, and they go 4 goals up, and there's still a minute left.
Well, you do make that comment as well that he is usually recognized as a defensive player. We took a look at the stats right there. 0 saves, 0 assists, 4 shots, 2 goals. That's Fireburner sort of stats right there.
Indeed, if you watch his streams, when he's playing in ranked and just a little bit more relaxed, he is capable of scoring beautiful goals, so it'll be nice to see that throughout the tournament. But this has just been dominating from NRG. Perhaps this is Envy loosening up because they have got a long way to go. They might be a little bit out of this land form. But as a team, they're mechanically capable of scoring goals, but not as individuals. They need to work together like NRG are and start finding those passes that are effectively taking NRG out of the game.
Breezy's going to put the ball up high, but with 4 goals needs to get.
Oh,
at least they're going to pick up 1. I would call that one a consolation, but it was just a little bit too pretty to be even considered that.
Yeah, Greasy's touch there. NRG weren't ready for that. They weren't expecting the ball to come back in their half. As it was happening, Garrett was collecting boosts. Fireburner was pushing forward, ready to intercept the ball. So catching them off guard like that opens up a potential shot for Remco. But let's be honest, NRG already took this game away, and it's up to Envy now to reset next game and find a way to pass it around them.
Shot going to come in off the crossbar, but Breezy is around as we head into the final few seconds of game 1. Reminder yet again, this is not a best of 5, this is best of 3, and Envy will need to wake up heading into game number 2 because that was pure domination from the North Americans.
Just a little smile there from Greasy as that last shot attempt didn't go in. So there was a small little win there that it was not 5-1. They'll be going into this next game knowing that they can perform better than that. The game got away from them early on with a few kickoff goals, a few opportunities they should have been able to defend. Will they come into this next game? If they get that first goal, they could go ahead and maintain that lead.
Absolutely. The strategy will have to change, though. Envy, typically a team that likes to play behind the ball. They don't put players up and around for them to really be target men. Instead, they want everyone behind, start their offense that way, but that requires them to have control of the entire map. That didn't happen this time. Instead, it was NRG constantly in control, constantly on the offense. So when Envy did go on offense, they had maybe 1 or 2 attacks before they were forced to retreat yet again. That's just not how they like to play.
Indeed, Greasy looking very comfortable there. I mean, no matter what the situation is, all of these players on stage will be happy to be there, happy to be playing Rocket League at DreamHack today. But just look at the faces of Fireburner, Garrett, and Torment. No emotion.
Achieve said they were coming over for fun. I don't see any fun right there.
Normally it's Jacob who's boosting the energy within that team, but taking him out and putting in Torment, they've gone completely the opposite direction.
It is stone cold as we head over to Utopia, as Envy try to find a response to a dominating game 1 from NRG as they're going to immediately find themselves on the defense. Torment with the tap down. Devo going to get the ball into the air yet again. Seems like Envy is going to win this miniature skirmish. Mistake. Well, actually leave Remco as a target man. The shot is open, but the goal is not. Lovely save from Fireburner. And we're going to remain at 0-0. 30 seconds played.
You'll notice just with that save there that no matter how challenging the ball is to stop, they'll always find out a teammate with that touch. That way they can get a clear on and they stop that follow-up pressure. That is a big difference between the defensive top teams and that of the bubbles we'll be seeing throughout the tournament here today and potentially tomorrow if any of them make a good run.
Absolutely, it is more than viable for any team that's turned up to really make a run at this entire tournament. Devo now wants to try and make a run at NRG's defense. Garrett taking control, forcing Remco to challenge. Remco's actually done very good, taking 2 players for himself. We have now managed to rotate back. Devo's contact has not quite been as precise as we are used to seeing for him, and now much danger on the side of Envy. However, they will get away with a rotating defender. Seems like Envy are panicking on occasion on the defense, but they have managed to get it to work out for the time being. Now it's time to put players on the backboard. That should limit NRG's options.
I mean, the fact that no goals have been scored shows they are doing a good job of limiting those options. But at this point, you've got to find that new balance between defending well and being able to commit enough to find a goal. So Envy going to have to be a little bit more aggressive at times, trusting that they can cover at the back. And I don't know at this stage who will be able to score the first goal because it has looked incredibly even in this particular match.
We're going to drop down. Torment can't quite get there. He was waiting for it on the backboard. Just couldn't quite get there in time.
I wish I said Envy are going to score first, because instantly after I make that comment of not knowing who's going to score, Remco comes in and answers for me. Shooting that towards the net, there is still plenty of time, but that early lead for Envy is going to give them a huge boost of confidence now. This could be potentially the first game 3. Like, we haven't seen one.
We've barely started, Gregan, but
I mean,
absolutely.
a stat is a stat.
It is a stat, but Fireburner wants to add the goal stat to his name, and he will get it. We are all tied up. That lead barely lasted.
Who do you want to score next? Because all I've got to do is make a sweeping comment about how it's not going to happen.
Okay.
And then it will happen.
So, okay, let me just read. I'm going to go with Fireburner to score next.
There's no way for the rest of this game Fireburner's going to be able to find the goal, let alone make a shot. There we go. He's going to score next now.
Breezy. Trying to find the corners. Not really too many options over there. That's Remco. Going to force forward. NRG have committed 2. That's a lot of boost and resources wasted, as they now have to settle themselves in for the Envy siege. Players now behind the ball just want to keep this pressure going, steal the back 2 boost. Devo has managed to pick one up of his own. And this puts a time limit now on NRG's defensive plays. They need to get rid of the ball quick, and a looping shot will give the availability and the option, which is taken by NRG. They've managed to escape, give themselves a reprieve, and potentially boost back up.
Yeah, you make a very valid point about that backboard offense, in the fact that it requires a lot of boost to defend, because you're constantly having to aerial up, constantly having to rush up your own backboard. And so if you do get 2 or 3 consecutive backboard opportunities that aren't defended well, then it's going to be very tough to defend the next one, because
now NRG have got the chance, and